Hello, so you will probably hear me walking around. I just wanted to do an uncut video that won't be perfect. Just an audio video about like things I've been thinking about lately. So basically, I've been getting a little tired of all this like counter sort of videos on my feed. It just gets tiring. Like, for example, you know, do what you want despite what people think of you, or they want you to do this, or they're trying to manipulate you. And yeah, I'm sure they are sometimes. I mean, bro, not all the time. It just or the type of content that's like, oh, fuck the world, and it's all burning down, and all that, because it's like, I guess. I mean, I just seem apathetic, right? But I guess it is. I mean, what is that to me, bro? If you're trying to chase some chicken, and I know that's an ignorant way to think, but if you really have some things that you really need to do and you're kind of wired like that, I mean, yeah, I acknowledge people are suffering and hurting, and hey, it could be me one day. It was me in a lot of different ways. I mean, I had to sit for a long time. I chose to sit for a long time. I mean, things happen, in my life, and I understand. So we can acknowledge, like, yeah, things aren't that good with the economy, with the like political state of affairs. Things are not as cordial. Things are more rigid. Things people agree less, right? People fight. People fight about petty things. All I'm saying is that I'm kind of getting tired of it. When you got some things you really want to do, you get tired of hearing people on about, oh, this, just, I try to be respectful, just on about things are stacked up against us, and it's destined that we fail. And because, bro, I got some mountains in front of my face right now, bro. I got some mountains I'm trying to climb. I just can't deal with all this stuff. Like, oh, fuck the world, and they all hate you, and they hate me, and then, I guess, bro. I mean, what is that to me? What is that really to me? So I don't know. I mean, there's that. It's just good to, I think, stay focused on if. But the thing is, you have to have something that's like a muse. You really have to have something that's just lighting a fire under you constantly. Because if you don't, if you don't really have that, yeah, isn't it more fun then to focus on things that are wrong and things that are like could be fixed, right? Like if you're a manager, let's say you're a manager, you're definitely going to focus on things that could be fixed, right? Because your position is to observe, your position is to manage, your position is to look and see what can be maximized. But if you're like a grunt worker, if you're like just on the field, you're just thinking, okay, how can we do this? How can we do this efficiently, fast? How can we just get this done? How we got to do this? We got to do this. So I don't know. I just get tired of it. And then people got to talk about it all the time. Like, I know I say this a lot, but what is all this shit to me, man? I mean, it's okay to be mad about stuff, but are some people okay? I don't know. Are some people all right? Like, as some people, I say this a lot. This is something I say. Like, I used to say I need a hug that lasts forever. Like, some people really just need a hug that lasts forever. Like a constant hug in their heart so they don't, like, get pissed about all this stuff. And I get it. Like, oh, they don't like us, and they hate us, and oh, they think we're ugly, or who cares, bro? They can think that I have an octopus head. They could think that I burn Like, bro, they could think that I jump on a trampoline with my head. What is that to me, bro? What is any of that to me? They could think that I'm like a used Q-tip vendor. Well, okay, still gotta get bread. I still, I still gotta do some things, bro. I still got things on the table that gotta be processed, bro. We gotta do something. I mean, it's just, it's okay. I mean, if people got a vent on here, that's what I'm doing. So I understand I'm not that far off, right? So I'm not that far off, but I'm also trying to give like a mindset that's kind of could be conducive to living a life that has like a couple goals and not really worrying about things that are hard to be touched without organizing the people. And because the things people say on the internet, bro, it's more like dust in the wind, really. A lot of this is just dust in the wind, really. You think about it. I mean, does anyone else just get tired of all this stuff? Like, oh, they don't like us, and we're all men are supposed to fail, and women hate men, and you have to be Chad and all this. I'll tell you the truth, you don't have to be Chad. You just gotta get some shit right and get some shit done easy. I'll tell you the truth, you don't have to be Chad. You don't even have to be Chad Light, bro. I'm telling you the truth. You just gotta mean what you say. You just gotta mean what you say, and what you say, it's gotta get done. Yeah, they think looks and stuff will get you in the door, perhaps, but you gotta start getting smooth with it. You gotta start getting not tricky because that's like sounds manipulative, but you have to start kind of getting some hacks going on. Like get comfortable with yourself, right? And kind of get some flavor in there, you know? You don't have to work on yourself, but like get happy with yourself. Get happy with the words that are coming out of your mouth. Um and then once you get there, just start putting some flavor into it. I don't know, and then you might have to take some chances. Don't take anything that'll get you murked, of course. But yeah, that's up to the individual. But just I don't know. It's not like then this is on the whole like manosphere content thing that was fed to me for a while that just kind of disappeared from my feed. But it's like, we, like if you're thinking women hate you and all this, I mean, that's not gonna help you. Well, what would be easier is if you just threw that out in the trash and just thought, okay, let's see what we can do here. Because it's like at some point, those people want to just stop doing stuff and just take a nap. And I don't blame them. If that's what you want to do, that's good. But if you're in between and you think, oh, I wish I could do this, but women hate me, just just be an idiot for a little while. I'm telling you the truth. Just be a fool for a little while. Get this, just get your ego chewed up, spat out. Just keep at it. Because there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be interested in you and then think like, "Oh man, this guy's actually crazy." Uh-oh. But then, I mean, if you really look far and wide and mark my words on far and wide, right? If you really look far and wide, and that's coded. If you don't know the code, then that's okay. But if you really look far and wide, you're gonna see like it's probably gonna hit at some point. You're probably gonna hit at some point. Somebody probably wants something about you, and the something that they want is gonna lead to more things that they want. And if you follow the code of conduct of just meaning what you say and doing what you say, that's going to add even more. And then if you just get comfortable with yourself to where, yeah, you can have insecurities, but you're trying to put some flavor into it, and you're amused by kind of the discourse between you and the person, and it's kind of not just like a paranoid, ski down a hill, but it's more like a nice walk on the beach. That'll help. But I'm just fed. I'm just fed up of all this. The world hates you and you can't be yourself, and that's why I'm so sad because, and I get it, bro. I was sad for a long time. That helped shape this kind of positivity I have is being sad for a long time. So if you're like that, I can't do anything to you. I can't touch you. I can't say anything to you because that's like your cocoon, basically. That's your, if you're a caterpillar, right? And you're just in sadness, that's your cocoon right there. I can't do anything to you. But this is just if you're willing to understand, if you're willing to hear it, just that things might open up. Like if you want something and it's like on your mind, you just gotta you will just keep trying. And I say the odds were kind of stacked against me in a lot of ways, but all I really had to do was just take shots that I thought would misfire, and then when it hits, you'd be a little scared. You say, "Oh man, I don't know if this is really gonna work because I'm a I'm a I'm I'm busted, right? I'm busted. How is this gonna land?" Then you just keep stirring the pot, right? You just gotta keep stirring the pot. I can't deal with all this stuff that says, "Oh, we're destined to lose," and Chad and all this. Who's Chad, bro? He ain't even on. Half of these people, they say they might not even be on what I'm on right now. I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell you the truth. They might not. I'll tell you the truth. They might not even be on what I'm on right now. I won't say I'm ugly because I changed, right? But I'm kind of really mixed. I'm I'm really mixed, bro. Really mixed, bro. I'm like a stew, man. I'm like a pot of goulash, bro. I'm really, not to say that's unattractive, but I'm not this cookie cutter type of beautiful looking person. I'm like eclectic. It's eclectic. So all I'm saying is don't really pay no mind if you have a good heart. You might get on something Chad can't even get on for real because some of these girls, bro, I'm trying to tell you, some of these women, they're like not what you think. They're like kind of glitched in a good way to where you would think they would just like be in a hypergamy and stuff and you would think, but I'm telling you, things happen to them, right? That, and this isn't to be predatory, but it is just true that sometimes things happen to people to where they're not just going to be like mainstream media depicts them, or they're not going to be what like manosphere media depicts them to be like. So there is a case that you could find someone that's practically glitched for you. Like you can. You have to look really hard and you really probably won't find it for a long time. But the truth is, bro, could probably find someone glitched. And then that's basically ride or die, bro. You could really get that if you put in work and it's what you want and you don't turn your back on it. Once you've understood like, hey, this person isn't going to do what their friends tell them to do. They're not going to bow down for money. They are glitched. They are essentially not right in the perfect way. Like me, would you just say I'm like any other guy, right? Am I just like all these like other guys trying to get one in or whatever they say? Like I'm glitched too. I'm trying to do some things. I'm trying to get a little shawty on her ass for a little while. Get her relaxed, bro. Sit her ass down for a little while. Let her stretch her legs, bro. That type shit. Not, not trying to like. Oh, the fireworks are going off. Happy 4th of July. I think I'm talking crazy, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna cut this video off pretty soon. Just just to summarize, I basically talked about how all this counter negative content was getting on my nerves. Then I looked at how to kind of maintain how a positive and productive attitude can be maintained and what can help cause it. I also talked about manosphere content and how I just got tired of it. Then I spoke about just like how if you put some flavor into yourself and just get comfortable with it, you could probably, you know, it's not going to be a mirror and it's never going to be a mirror image of you. You probably actually wouldn't want that in real life. It'd probably be scary like a horror movie. But yeah, that'd be terrifying, bro. But yeah, I would just say turn off all just if you see negative content, just think this is coming from a source that is experiencing this. This is not how the world has to be. This is not how I have to see the world. This is coming from a source. And yeah, and back on the manosphere content, I'm telling you, bro, you could find someone that's glitched. It's not gonna be easy though. And it's gonna be an uphill type of thing most of the time, I'll tell you the truth. But if that's what you, oh, excuse me, if that's what you want, if that's the type of thing you want, it can be found. If you just want an easy life without that, that's cool. I don't mind. No one minds. I don't really mind. But if you just are burning for it, you're probably gonna have to fight for it, to be honest. You're probably going to have to fight for it. If not, that's cool too. I mean, if not, hey, that's cool. This is just a warning, letting you know, like, you're probably going to have to. If not, I'm not even gonna say that's an exception. I'm just gonna say like, that's a cool find for you. That is a cool find if you find a relationship you're not gonna have to really fight for at all. That's a cool find. You might be the person to really thrive in that. And you might be the person to really thrive in more of a thing you have to fight and work towards. So, just different strokes for different folks. Different strong stroke. If you liking the strong stroke, liking that strong stroke. But yeah, that's the video. I'll leave it at that. Just if you want, think about some of this stuff. Think about when you watch negative stuff. Just think, what is this person really on right now? What are they really on, bro? Like, what are they thinking about, bro? Is this really how I want to see things? They on some type of shit I'm not really trying to think about. All right, have a good one.